Richard Branson, Losing My Virginity, by Kaylee Solo, Eric Simons, Amanda Slade, Katie Smaglis, Thomas Wink, and Caitlin Wood. The reason why we chose to present our book report on Richard Branson is because he learned how to grow a business from a mail-order music business into a global brand that he represents today. This autobiography is Richard Branson's perspective on his life so far, as well as a business guide that reveals how his own philosophy on commerce, success, and life. Another reason we chose Richard Branson is because he is also the only person in the world to have built $8 billion companies from scratch. He is also a huge supporter of developing new approaches to social and environmental problems, which creates spark within the communities because of new and upcoming environmental awareness factors. Leadership takeaways. Never be afraid to take a risk. Have a good time in life. Anything is possible. Help people reinvent themselves and produce new ideas. Respect weaknesses within yourself and others. Throughout his autobiography, Richard Branson heavily demonstrated that he was fully on board with taking risks, big and small. From the beginning of his first company until now, his company's ideas as well as his product lines have only been invented because Richard Branson took so many risks. Branson also believes that life should involve having some fun to help pass the time and to help make life more interesting. He also strongly believes that anything is possible. He started his own company, grew himself into a brand, and developed many product lines, all while his financial roller coaster was being played out. Branson loves to help people reinvent themselves as well as their ideas. Branson doesn't seem to think any idea is a stupid one as long as it is a viable one. He believes strongly in communication and collaboration. Another leadership takeaway from Branson is that he respects people's weaknesses and his own. He tests boundaries of others and within himself, but doesn't really go over the line. Branson's timeline. Richard Branson was born in 1950. His innovative streak started when he was a young boy. Thanks to his mother, she helped to instill a sense of direction, ambition, and determination into him throughout his childhood. Branson, as a young boy, did not enjoy school. It wasn't until later that he became more fond of developing his education through innovation when he was in high school. By developing the student magazine when he was 16, Branson became inspired to not only expand his ideas, but also develop new ideas. Shortly after starting the Student, Branson went on to open his company, Virgin. First a mail-order retailer and then into a recording studio. The Virgin Group has expanded to encompass around 200 companies worldwide. After only 2 short years of opening Virgin, the company became one of the top 6 record companies in the world. Branson has recently established a $25 million Virgin Earth Challenge and has pledged £200 million for renewable energy products. In 1981, Virgin Music recording label company started to earn money quickly. Branson now realized how important it was to separate the various Virgin companies so that if one failed, it would not threaten the rest of the Virgin Group. In 1982, Virgin made a £2 million profit from signing Boy George. Virgin Music started to dominate the top 10 singles and album charts and ultimately caused all other record companies to be envious of their success. By 1984, Branson was working on managing 4 main Virgin operations: Virgin Music, Virgin Records, Virgin Vision, and Virgin Atlantic Air. By 1986, Virgin had become Britain's largest private company and ending the year with sales around £189 million. One of the main things that Branson is focused on doing with the Virgin companies is to help people reinvent themselves and reinvent ideas. He firmly believes anything is possible. Branson's managerial principles. The Virgin values: change the game and challenge the status quo. Branson is hands-on in the hiring process for all company leaders. He states that he would much rather promote from within. When someone demonstrates passion for a job and leadership skills, is rewarded with a leadership role. If you love what you do, and if you believe in what you do, others will share your enthusiasm. Branson is a self-proclaimed rule breaker, leads his company with a culture dedicated to messing up and solving problems. He states in an interview with Forbes back in 2014, "Don't sweat it. Rules are meant to be broken." Growing up, Branson broke all the rules because he claims to have never learned the rules in the first place. Virgin's goal is to change the game and challenge the status quo while reinventing ideas and people. Managerial principles continue. Branson's 3 main managerial principles are listening, learning, and laughter. To Branson, listening is the most important skill a person can have. He believes listening is the best way to learn from one another and says he learns so much from listening to his employees and guests. Branson believes that learning and leadership go hand in hand. He states, "The successes happen from working and learning with someone from the most inspiring and inspired people." Laughter is something Branson believes should be present in the workplace. He believes that with running a business, there are so many hours put into making and finalizing decisions, and if you don't love what you're doing, you will never succeed or have a good time while making a living. Branson believes that creation of ideas and products is what drives people, especially himself. New innovation of products and product lines is what keeps him going in life. Collaboration is important to Branson because without communication, teamwork, and leadership within teams, new ideas will not be developed. Becoming a success. Richard Branson realized throughout his business career that it is always difficult to admit a failure, but it is necessary to admit a failure to be able to overcome it. He states that every successful businessman has failed at some ventures, and most entrepreneurs who run their own companies have been declared bankrupt at least once. He believes that everyone makes mistakes because we are all human. He also states that one must be prepared for anything, such as sudden losses or gains of sales and income. Branson seems to be a live-in-the-moment type of man, which is also admirable because he is spontaneous, intuitive, and a free-flowing genius that has lost some and won some, which has ultimately made him a world-renowned leader, successor, and inventor. In conclusion, the most important leadership values that we learned from Richard Branson were to always try everything once, make sure to live life on the adventurous side. It allows for more creative business decisions. Another one of Branson's leadership takeaways is to always have fun and enjoy the life you live. And finally, make sure that you value your employees and take the opportunity to learn from people that might be smarter than you.